Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Psyched. I'm your host, Sule A. Joseph, a counseling psychologist by profession. But of course, by now, you already know that. And I know I usually start by saying we have an interesting program for you today. I'm not going to do that. Scrap that. No interesting program for you today. Today's program is Bacchanal. But we're going to take it, of course, from a professional perspective. Before we get into all of that drama and Bacchanal and a hot topic that we have this morning to discuss, it's my favorite segment, Psyched to Know.
Psyched to Know, brought to you by Sule Joseph and Associates.
In 2015, out of 420 murders, 340 were committed with firearms. That means that 80% of murders in 2015 were committed by gun violence. With an average of 500 murders per year for the last 6 years, approximately 400 of those murders are caused by firearms. We must also consider the number of non-lethal shootings, which can be as much as 240 to 350 per year, giving us as much as 750 incidents of gun violence in TNT per year.
Come travel with us as we explore Diwali across the globe. Diwali is celebrated in many countries worldwide, but do you know the traditions and practices of each nation? From Guyana to Australia, WESN presents Diwali Passport, October 3rd to October 23rd, with replays on October 24th. It's Diwali Passport, a WESN exclusive.
Today I'm excited because we're talking about medicine the Gray's way. Yes, we're talking to Dr. Raquel Supir from Gray's Medical.
Because now I realized, like, the secret, the key. If you give somebody the body they want or the confidence that they're looking for, and you make sure that they know that they have to work really hard to keep it, guess what? They're going to be really healthy.
Tell us a little bit about stretching and the importance of what it is or what it does to your body.
It is really important to stretch your muscles. You can stretch before and after working out. It can limit or reduce your injury, also able to improve your flexibility.
What's up, Doc? Tuesdays and Thursdays here on WESN, Content Capital.
Is it politics? What is it? Is it that nobody cares about sports?
The kind of support that sport used to get in the past is no longer here.
The thing is, taking a knee doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're doing now, Andy.
Right.
Taking a knee along with other stuff.
Samantha, what are you looking forward to when you return home to Trinidad and Tobago after winning the title?
Thank you very much for speaking it into existence.
Is there no pressure on Nicholas Paul?
It makes me more motivated to work hard and to go out there and rep the red, white and black.
Why are we sending a team to the Winter Olympics?
There are a number of Trinidadians who are in the diaspora and have grown up in winter sport. It's an opportunity that the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee will not close the door on.
I also believe in the players that we have. Once you can motivate the players, you can get the best out of them.
Psyched to Know, brought to you by Sule Joseph and Associates.
In Western countries like the US and the UK, approximately 2/3 of all divorces in heterosexual relationships are initiated by women. 3 of the most common reasons given for divorce are lack of commitment, infidelity, and there being too much conflict between spouses. Only 27% of divorced women regret divorcing their husbands, as opposed to 39% of men. welcome back. I'm your host, Sule A. Joseph. And well, today is so much drama and bacchanal, even the Psyched to know get mixed up. First is drama and bacchanal planned for today, apparently. Our last Psyched to know dealt specifically with the topic we're about to discuss today. I can tell you, the only woman I have any clue about what she wants is my mother. Because my mother would like for me to get married tomorrow and have 6 grandchildren today. So that's the only woman I know exactly what she wants. Today's topic, we're going to talk about what women want. I have no clue, so I brought today an expert to have a conversation with us, to share with us some ideas maybe. So at the end of this, maybe we'll have an idea of what exactly do women want. My guest today is Ayana Miguel. She's a mediator, a businesswoman, a wife, a mother, and the accolades roll on and on. I got 2 pages worth of information, right? Of course, and not just businesswoman, but a woman who knows what she wants.
At this stage in my life, of course I do.
Ayana, thank you very much for joining us this morning on Psyched.
Thank you, Sule, for having me.
You're most welcome. All right, so I want to jump right into this thing here.
Sure.
Now, in all Judeo-Christian type belief structures, if we follow that, all those Christian type belief systems, we as men look for all the drama we get with women because we ask God for that. We was good by ourselves, sit down there in the garden happy, and we decide to give up a whole rib and, you know, decide to ask God for a woman. So we knew what we wanted at that point.
Okay.
Right. After that, it all went to France in a handbasket.
It did. Okay. Okay.
Right? So I put up your post about you coming in this program, and I got several persons writing, asking, well, what the Francis Fashion and True Locker women really want.
Okay. All right.
So let's start with that. In general, when we talk about what women want.
Well, first off, we like facts. And let's be factual. You did not give up a rib. A rib was taken from you to make the fine structure of woman. Right?
We can agree on that part, the fine structure part. Go ahead.
Good. So we like facts. We like men to be factual. We like situations to be based on facts, not fiction. We do not like fiction too much, unless it's entertainment.
So you're saying, when you put on a dress and you ask me how you look, you want the facts of how you look?
I want the facts. That shoes does not go with that dress. That waist, not looking too good in that dress. Maybe we could, you know, something else. Another color, a color will be more flattering.
Men at home who are watching, men, I'm talking to my men home who watch it, and you're women who want to be factual as well, who want to be real. You all know that's not true. You know you don't want to hear the exact facts and the truth about the matter. What you want to hear is what you want to hear. You want to hear good things.
But why would we want to step out in a dress that is not flattering to us? This morning I had to ask my husband, does this look good? And not until he said it looked good, the shoes matched the handbag, the dress, the nails, then I was okay, I'm ready for the world.
And what was your husband's response?
You look damn good.
And that's the correct response. Every man out there, when a woman asks you, how does she look? That is the correct response. You want to get married and have a happy marriage? That is the response.
But based on facts.
But based on facts.
Because the fact is I do look good.
And whose fact is that? That's the general fact. Is that your fact? Is it your husband's fact?
Is he lying?
No, I feel like you're putting him on the spot and your husband outside. I can't take licks.
I'm just asking, is he lying?
Okay. You look lovely.
Thank you very much. And I'm sure the viewers would agree.
So women want facts. Right?
We want facts. We love the truth. Okay. Now,
do you love the truth though?
I love the truth.
Okay. All right.
Especially my truth.
Okay.
My truth means a lot. Us women with our instincts and our intuition. Trust me, a lot of men don't understand how strong a woman's intuition is and don't understand that we will sit and listen to your stories and smile and nod and agree with it. But that little voice inside of our head, we agree with it. When we doubt that little voice, we usually find we end up in some khaki pants that we don't really want to be wearing. It don't look flattering on us, so we need to listen to that little voice. And that is what we do. So we like facts, we like truth. We love comfort. Now, this brought to mind a meme where I think it was Dave Derry. He did Looney Tunes cartoons, but he's also an author. And he said, women want to be cherished, loved, desired, and a good list. And what do men want? Tickets to the World Series. Okay? So women had it right. And you see, there you go.
The list to satisfy men is a really short list.
That is what you all say, right?
Yeah,
you really want us to go into that list, but we're looking at what women want, so that'll be for another show, right? So they make the list of what women want to be such a long list. And ladies, I am not speaking for you, I'm just giving from my opinion and my experience.
As a coach and mediator. And
right, and also as a woman.
As a woman.
Yes, because I do have female on my birth certificate, and yes, so good. Right? So what do women want? And I mean, it's what human nature wants. If you look at it from let's take it from a global, developmental, socio-economical perspective. Let's get serious for a minute. We want better healthcare. We want better access to education, right? If you look at it from a personal thing, because you mentioned Bacchanal, so let's take the Bacchanal. Yes, we like our own little drama and stuff, but we don't need you to bring drama to our lives as a man. We need... Everybody say, be his peace. What about being our peace? Why men can't think about, you know what? Let me be this woman peace. Because women wear so many hats. Look at how many things you call it. Say you got 2 pages. I didn't write it. Actually, my husband wrote it. But he wrote 2 pages. Think about it. Right? And we didn't mention everything. And those are all the different hats I am wearing on a day-to-day basis. So when I have to juggle all these hats, think about my kids who are in school. Think about my business, my employees. Think about my parents, my agent. Think about the groceries in the house. Think about if the shoes looking good. Think about what I'm going to wear later. Think about if I'm going to get any action later. All these different things I'm thinking about.
When you say action? When you say action?
It could depend. It could be a good movie on Netflix. Anyway.
Okay.
So when it is you're wearing all these different hats, you don't think I don't want no added stress for you to make me take off a hat and forget what I have to do to study your issues?
And you're saying that men bring that stress to you?
When it is you're not
Men come after they have a hard day and they talk your ear off, or they...
No, you could talk my ear off.
Or they gossip and they come and they bring all the business.
Bring the gossip. That's not a problem, right? Remember, it's ribs we're talking about here, you know, right? I am here to be your support as well. But when we have the unnecessary and the undue stress that is brought to relationships, let's talk about relationships, because I saw earlier you posted divorce rates, right? As a divorcee myself, and I usually say I'm a proud divorcee. And not as a negative connotation from it, because my ex-husband and I share a very good relationship. He's actually good with my current husband, the kids and everything, because we foster that relationship. But at the end of the day, we don't want that stress. We want you all to be our peace as well. We want to know that we have a man, and we don't have to worry about what he's going out there and doing, who he's talking to, what he's saying, whatever. We don't really want to worry about those things. We want you all to be our peace as well. And if you are our peace, trust me, we will be your peace. Unless we have a day we're just not feeling to be peaceful, then we will deal with that.
Now, that reminded me of a particular meme or a GIF that went, I don't want peace. I want problems. Only problems.
Right.
And so sometimes I can speak for some men, especially some of my clients, and even myself. There are occasions, especially close to like the end of the month and thing, when it matters not how you say what you say.
Yes.
It matters not how you approach.
Yes.
Right?
You're liable to get snapped off. Yes.
Yeah, you're liable to get...
That is a biological thing. We cannot stop that. When they took the rib and they made us, that came with the package.
So what if men said horning is a biological thing? Men are designed to be hunters, and biologically, men are those people who instinctively want to go out and procreate and so on and spread their seed. Right? So what if that's a biological drive?
Well, for some women, tell us that. But don't come to me and say, well, I want you and you are my only one and you are the only person I see. Tell me, listen, it's going to be you on a Monday, B on a Tuesday, C on a Wednesday, and let me make the decision to say if I want to be Monday or I want to be Friday, because Friday is the weekend.
Yeah, true. It might have extra stint.
Okay, then.
No, but I actually agree with that. I do. And men at home, please bear with me. I know she's wearing red, and I am known as somebody apparently who is against red woman. You know, there's a anti-red woman station.
I would have a red dress.
And you're wearing a red dress, so you're channeling it in a red woman today.
Not really.
But that's not the case. Though I will say this to the men at home. I do fervently agree with that and believe in it. That I think you need to be upfront. And I don't see an issue where if you want to have a polyamorous relationship or relationships, where you want to have multiple women, where you can't do that. But you need to be open and upfront about it. We're an adults, have an adult conversation. Say, listen, I really like you, but I don't want this committed so, XYZ, and this is how you want to function. Right. So that I can agree with 100%.
And that's why I said we want the truth. Now, I will be honest with you.
You can handle the truth.
Oh. Now I could handle the truth. I have no problem. 10 years ago, I would have had a problem with it. Because there's a sense of control. You want to control the situation. You want to control everything around you.
So women want control as well, then, is what you're saying?
I am telling you what I experienced.
So women I take a note. I would like to know women like control.
You see, but your psychological background, you need to understand too. This is inbred us from birth. Girls are supposed to be a particular way. Boys are supposed to be a particular way. How does it go? Little girls are puppy dog tails and blah, blah, blah. And little boys are snakes and something, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. I totally threw out of my mind because it's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. I don't raise my boys like that, nor my girl. But at the end of the day, that is how we were raised. We're not supposed to be heard. We're supposed to be seen. We're supposed to look beautiful. We're supposed to whatever. So we have to control our environment and the person who's in our environment to ensure that that is done. But when you learn that you cannot control everything, you cannot control anyone but yourself. And when you reach that sense of realization and you understand that, you say, hey, listen, I can only control myself, so I will control what I want to deal with, what I want in my life, and what I do not want to deal with, and what I do not want in my life. And that comes with a sense of growth, and it doesn't have to be a particular age. Right. Whereas I was in my 20s and thinking that way, there were other 20-year-olds who already figured that out. And it took me a while after. So it's all about you as an individual, as a woman, and how you were grown, what I mean, you know, the nature versus nurture argument, things like that. So you take those things into consideration. So at this point in my life, I can say, I want the truth. And if a man came to me and said, this is what I want to do, he'd be very surprised at a certain point in my life. I'd have said, no problem, go brave partner. Because I don't want a commitment. I don't want marriage or anything like that. I wanted to focus on my career.
Actually, that was the next thing I was going to talk about. Because before we run out of time, one of the things I wanted to touch on was, don't ask a woman what she wants to eat, right? If you've ever gone to dinner and asked a woman what she wants to eat, most times women don't know. You're not sure, right? So the man oftentimes has to either guide or make that decision. No problem. However, when it comes to things like commitment to relationships and marriage,
she knows.
Women tend to know long time.
Because from the time we are maybe 15, you get hard and get married before your eggs dry up. Before your bone get too hard. That's all they hate in your head. So we already know. I remember I turned 23 and my 23rd birthday I broke down crying because I was not married.
At 23?
At 23, I already had a first degree and moving on to my master's at 23. And I was crying because I was not married. But then when my boyfriend at the time actually came about and asked me to get married about a few months later, I was like, no. And I broke up with him because I don't want that. But just because you were told, the pressure you felt it. But then when it's actually a reality, you're like, why would I do that at 23? I have so much more to live. I wanted to be something big and carry come at that point in time. So, no. Right? But again, like I said, it's all about you and your development and your growth. Right? The nature versus nurture argument, how you were raised versus what it is you were raised in, what environment you were raised in and stuff like that. And then it will help you know what you want. And yes, some of us do have a tendency for the dramatic and the flair and whatever, but that is just the spice of life. Nothing is wrong with that.
I have to say like, a client I had the other day, a child who came to me and said, some in all year. Only some in all year.
Only some.
Some in all year.
And I stand by that.
Not all of you all, but some in all year.
But what I would also stand by, and I'm saying it in what they say, in big? I'm saying it in big.
Say it in big, right?
Your men need to listen to us women more.
Lord Father.
That's all. Mic drop.
Now, how many women must a man listen to? Because you got to listen to your mother. If you have, so all of the females in your life as a man, all of the females in our lives, are we required to listen to every single one? And what if the messaging is different? So I have to listen to my sister if I have sisters, my
Right.
mother, if my grandmother alive, I have to listen to my grandmother, my girlfriend or my wife. Or what if you have multiple girlfriends? I'm supposed to listen to every single girlfriend?
But you must have a main girlfriend. If let's work on the girlfriend dynamic first.
Well, I don't know how that works.
No, are you sure? Okay. So if you have your mother at a certain point in your life, because your mother will raise you, maybe your grandmother, your sister, you have a point in your life. But if, as the Bible said, you move away from your mother and you cleave to your wife, that is your person that you listen to. No, not saying don't seek advice from your mom. But if your mother and your wife have issues,
don't listen to my mother. Clearly, you've never met my mother.
No, I'm saying, hold on, listen to me then. If your mom and your wife have issues that you made, you need to know how to juggle that because you made that problem yourself. Because what you should be doing as a man is making sure your mom and your wife or your main have a good relationship. And it's very simple things men could do to ensure that. Now, there are some cases, yes, I will admit, have no way around that. But you have to make a decision who to believe, or who to listen to, not believe, who to listen to in that situation. Now, if you have several girlfriends and you have not identified who a main is, well, crap will smoke your pipe. Right, what I would say on that.
So there's a main. All right, let me take notes.
That is just my opinion.
All right, okay.
You know, I am just saying. But, I mean, if you want to just go out there and free fall, you go right ahead. But you will fall eventually.
So we are out of time today. But I want to leave with one thing because I know you have to come back and have a conversation. What women want when we're talking about lying down and doing the horizontal hooker-pooker? And I know that's a whole long conversation we have to have.
What do you mean by what they want when you're lying down? Why I want to lie down and waste my time?
Well, just as a matter of fact, yesterday afternoon I was speaking to a client where she's talking about this man and he's a two-pump chump. Two-pump chump? No, that is derogatory. And if a man could only make 2 pumps for whatever reason, shouldn't that be a compliment to the young lady? Shouldn't that say to her that clearly she is so good at what she's doing and the man is so excited and engaged with her that in 2 pumps...
Out of time? We're out of time? Okay, because I'm seeing there's more going along the line of what men want. Because anyway.
But we'll come back and have that conversation.
We definitely need to.
So Trinidad and Tobago, we'll be back having that conversation and we'll maybe touch a little bit on what men want. I'll try to represent that. and we'll have a conversation more about what women want. Please, leave us with some information for those women at home who are looking. Closing words. What would you want them to leave with?
Know thyself. Listen to that little voice within your head. You are your own magic sauce. You don't need anybody to bring magic sauce to your life. Trust me, you are amazing. Don't ever doubt that.
Magic sauce. All right. So, in closing, thanks for tuning in and listening today, guys. Well, I left with magic sauce. I am going to adapt that to my vocabulary. Magic sauce. You ladies out there, you are your own magic sauce.
Yes, you are.
Right? I guess you don't need any of mine. So, please, if this program today touched anybody and you feel a particular way, feel free to reach out. I'm sure you could reach out on social media. Where can persons get on to you if they need to?
The Conflict Guru 868 on Facebook or Instagram.
Okay, excellent. All right, so thank you all for tuning in today and listening to today's program. Remember, you are loved, cherished, and you are blessed. You are your own special source.
Yes, please.
All right, until next week, please go at same time, same place, right here on WESN. Stay psyched.
WESN.